What is up? Dark Souls 3, same thing as always, 5 bosses per video, and we're just going to start it off at number 6 of this journey, the Old Demon King. He's been quite the breath of fresh air here because one, it was a pretty challenging and rewarding fight. I actually liked fighting him because there's no real gimmick. He's just a single big boss, and that is it. Besides the ending, fuck that, okay? Why the fuck does he kamikaze you when you win?
Hang on. Hammer.
That's an absolute dickhead move. You still get the dub for killing him, but then you just have to run over here with your goddamn ego hurt. Like, what the fuck? I lost, but I won? Come on, man. There was no need to add that because how are you supposed to know that if you didn't play the game? It is just a free gotcha bait. In the end, it is what it is. If he wants to be a goddamn Middle East terrorist, be my guest, just don't hit my towers. But speaking of what he is, I do have to say there's something interesting about his design, alright? It really does something to me. Maybe this is too early in the video to say, but he looks like he owns slaves. Looks like he is racist to the bone. Like he'd be on Facebook saying some diabolical shit and his grandkids and children are in the comments like, grandpa, get the fuck off your phone. Like, this is why goddamn grandma left, because you are an insane lunatic. Because there's just like a look about him. He's got this like beard, facial hair that you can somehow recognize even though he's like a grotesque demon. It's kind of insane design. You just know he's an old racist fellow who not only has slaves, but he has a plantation that puts them to work to their fullest ability. Alright, I can't be the only one who sees this, so if you see this shit, you gotta let me know, alright? Alright, there's just no way I'm racist. Bro, I have a single black friend who's all the way in Japan, and I absolutely make fun of every day, alright? I can't be racist. Just ignore everything I've ever said in any single video, and believe me. And moving to number 7 on the list, we get to the Crystal Sage. And look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I hate magic users because they're boring, dog shit, and they definitely think because they upgrade their intelligence and their little faith stat that they're better than you, but they're not, and the Crystal Sage proves that every goddamn motherfucking time. This shit, terrible. It's like Pinwheel, but with like a second phase that has the potential to kill you. But it still just reaches the absolute nonsense of a doo-doo ass, I don't really know how you die kind of fight. And that's just a pointless fight. What is the point of fighting a boss if it offers no satisfaction and victory through its skill, through its epicness? Through anything, all the goddamn Crystal Sage does is teleport and try to hit you with its shitty little attacks until at least the second phase where it makes a bunch of duplicates, but at that point, like, dog, just run around hitting them and dodging. It's not that fucking hard. And so I don't know who made this. Whoever made this needs to get it. They need to get on with the Old Demon King because they deserve some punishment. And it doesn't even end here because the church is just a terrible area altogether. You have those shitty little maggot motherfuckers who just give you endless bleeding because they're cutting you or biting you, whatever the fuck they're doing. That was so annoying. Apparently you could scare them off with a torch or use something to stop the bleeding. But like, come on, bruh. You think I had any of that shit? Fuck no. I was just fucking speed running through this area, praying I could get out of it without spending more than an hour. Unfortunately though, it is a pretty big area with a lot of different ways and a lot of cucky ass enemies that will fucking spit roast you on many such cases. It's fucked up, especially because there's that one little spot where you just want to get that sweet little item, but it's being guarded by like 5 people, and you know I just can't ignore it. It could be a sick ass ring, but it's just never worth it. And it still isn't worth it even after you go past the Crystal Sage into the next boss of number 8, the Deacons of the Deep. Seriously, who is the motherfucker that designed the church area? The Deacons of the Deep is terrible! It is honestly one of the worst bosses I have ever fought. It is now rivaling like the Skeleton Lords in dog shittery. Yes, that's a DS2 reference. Yes, that is a wretched part of DS2. No doubt about it, and I like DS2. But this is just that, but maybe even worse, because at least like the Skeleton Lords had 3 tough enemies. What the fuck does the Deacons of the Deep has? It's just normal ass deacons. They want to touch kids, they want to fuck their young ass, and apparently they think I'm one of them and want to fuck me.
Attention, little children, come.
Jesus, they're out here thinking we're about to have an old man orgy. Like, no, bro, get the fuck away. I'm swiping at them, literally hitting like 5 or 6 of them with each swipe. Just like, get the fuck away. Stop touching me there. That's my no-no place. I'm gonna call the cops, and they still won't leave me alone. And then like the second phase, get this. Instead of killing them to lower their health like the Royal Rat Vanguard, there's just one you have to hit. Whoa, that's so cool. No, it's not. It's just so bad. And there's even like a little bit of a gimmick that almost fucking killed me. The gimmick is that like, I think the second phase, they start to charge up this ultimate god miracle, you know? Their god is about to send down the wrath of all time and space that goes beyond my understanding onto me and instantly wipe me out. But it takes so goddamn long that I end up killing him even though I'm taking my surefire time. I'm over here like doing the dishes, scrubbing the toilet, throwing my laundry in, and they're still not killing me. Like, what is the point of having this Omega insta-kill move if it just takes forever to ever do it? Like, oh, I accidentally fell asleep and the Duke of the Deep killed me. That's crazy. No, just beat the shit out of him. All of them. They all deserve it. Never forget that. Damn, it's such a wretched ass area. They could have made this area like the Travis Scott Fortnite event and made you fight Travis Scott, and I would legitimately just look at you all straight in your eyeballs and go, yeah, that's a better fight than Deacons of the Deep. Yeah, this area was actually more well thought out, better executed, and had way more buildup than all of the Crystal Sage and Deacons of the Deep area, because that shit was wretched. I never want to do that again, but you have to, because you have to get that doll. So like, my whole reason for never playing Dark Souls 3 again would literally just be the church area. It is sleeper. Luckily though, for those churchgoers that are in the audience, we get a banging church boss, and this is Pontiff Sullivan. He has drip, he has sick weapons, he has an actually well-structured and designed boss fight. I'm a big dog, big bear, nigga, I'm a lion. I'm the predator of the prey that is hiding. Oh my, oh. Holy fuck, this cannot be real. You mean all they had to do was make a single boss who had weapons and actually fight you like a real G instead of try to spam magic at you? Yes, this is true. And not only that, but he's hype. When you get him down to that second phase, he cracks a nice cold one of Red Bull and he drinks it, and then he cracks another and another, and he doesn't stop until his wings are fully inserted out of his back and he's flying. And he literally makes a clone of himself from doing this. So drink as much Red Bull as you can. Don't worry about your heart. You can literally make a clone of yourself with your wings. It's insane. But jokes aside, the cloning is rather cool. It makes it so like the clone does the attack first and then Pontiff does it. The only problem is the clone is kind of a bitch, and once I hit this guy like 3 times with Vort's weapon, he just died. And then it's just regular Pontiff, who's like, I guess a little stronger because second phase and he's a bit cooler, but that's really it. It only took me about 7 attempts, so it's not like the mark of a great fight where it took like, 15 attempts and I was so hyped when I beat it. Like, nah, it's not really like that. But he is dope. You know, he has like the coolest weapons in all of Dark Souls because he has a fire sword, already incredibly hype, but in his other hand, he's holding Mace Windu's lightsaber. This is insane. This is honestly one of the coolest things I have ever seen in all of existence. How are you going to have like Royal Robe King Drip, and you're going to have a fire sword and a lightsaber, and none other than Mace Windu's lightsaber? Pontiff was truly ahead of his time, ahead of his world. I only wish he could have put up a better fight like Mace Windu did against Anakin and the Emperor before going out. But Pontiff, he dies to me, a motherfucker who has so little aspirations that I literally play a fake gambling game with no stakes because it's all imaginary called Balatro. All right, how much of a loser you gotta be to do that for the 70 hours I have on that game? I don't know, but it's pretty fucking bad. I don't even go and fight for my own food. I just buy packs of hot dogs and eat it on wheat bread. It really makes you think that when your dad used to beat you as a child, he was actually right and you deserved every single punch.
What did you do?
The infant did not survive.
The final boss of the video, number 10, Aldrich, Devourer of Gods. And you know what? This boss makes me horny. It's been so long since I've seen my sweet, innocent, soft, fertile little Gwendolyn. Holy fuck. I know he's being literally eaten by Aldrich, but I don't give a fuck because me, I wanted to devour Gwendolyn too. So if I'm anything, I'm fucking jealous. And so this boss fight, easy as fuck. 5 attempts. The most annoying thing about it, that goddamn stupid arrow move and the fact that he's taking my little femboy away from me. All right, I fought tooth and nail, bare fists for that motherfucker, because you know what? What you can do is you can chop Aldrich away. You can just have your sweet little femboy Gwendolyn back and just use him, your little own decomposing fleshlight. Just keep that shit in the freezer, only take him out to thaw him just a little bit, and he just works perfectly fine. And you can even just pretend. You can put him in the chair at dinner and talk to him. He'll never respond because he's truly gone. But you know what? My brain's been gone even longer, so who the fuck cares? There's nothing I've wanted more since I played DS1 than my little based-ass femboy back, because Dark Souls 2 just doesn't fit your needs. Yes, it has the bangin' Desert Sorcerer and many others, but it doesn't have the femboy draw. I finally feel who I am. A demented predator who only deserves to be locked up, because you cannot stop me. Thanks for watching, though. I appreciate anybody who's still here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.